let's talk about the next question, and the next question we have is question number 8, which is asking what is stomatal apparatus? Explain the structure of stomata with a labeled diagram. First of all, we have to tell what is stomatal apparatus. So stomatal apparatus contains a pair of guard cells with or without subsidiary cells. Stomatal apparatus is actually a apparatus which is containing a pair of guard cells, sometimes with subsidiary cells and sometimes without subsidiary cells. So we will write the first part of this question like this: stomatal apparatus. Stomatal apparatus. Also we are going to draw the diagram of stomata, but first of all we are going to write the first part of this question, that is stomatal apparatus. What is stomatal apparatus? Stomatal apparatus is consisting of pair of guard cell with or without subsidiary cell. Subsidiary cells. So stomatal apparatus is not a new thing. Stomatal apparatus is actually when we call when we have pair of guard cells along with subsidiary cells. Subsidiary cells can be present or can be absent, right? So any apparatus which is having a pair of guard cell or along with subsidiary cell, we'll call it as stomatal apparatus. Now we have to explain the structure of stomata and we have to label it as well. So first of all we are going to make the structure of stomata. So here I'm going to draw structure of stomata like this. These are the guard cells, these are chloroplast, these are the subsidiary cells, and these are epidermal cells. These are epidermal cells. Now let's mark it. Let's mark it. So these are epidermal cells. These are epidermal cells, right? So these are, second one is subsidiary cells. Subsidiary cells. Subsidiary cells are the cells which are surrounding guard cells, right? So along the cells which are surrounding guard cells are known as subsidiary cells. So these are subsidiary cells. Then these two cells which are present in a bean or kidney shaped, here it is actually bean shaped, these are guard cells. A pair of guard cells we have. So this is guard cell, guard cell. This is stomatal pore. This is stomatal pore. Right? We have completed the labeling of this. Also we can write this is chloroplast, which is present in guard cells, of course. Chloroplast. Now we have another kind of stomata also which is present in grasses. So we are going to make here the diagram of stomata which is present or which is found in grasses, and the guard cells in grasses, the guard cells of stomata in the grasses is found to be dumbbell shaped. It is bean shaped, but in grasses the guard cell, it is dumbbell shaped. So we are going to make stomata. This is guard cell. This is another guard cell as it is present in a pair. Right. Then here also they are also having subsidiary cells, and these are epidermal cells. These are epidermal cells. So let's write it. These are epidermal cells, right? These are epidermal cells. Then these are subsidiary cells. These two are subsidiary cells. These two are dumbbell shaped. As you can see, these are dumbbell shaped. Dumbbell shaped guard cells are present in grasses. Dumbbell shaped. So these are dumbbell shaped guard cells, and these are subsidiary cells, of course. These are guard cells, and the pore in between is stomatal pore. Stomatal pore, right? This is stomatal pore. So now we know that what is stomatal apparatus. It is actually having or consisting of a pair of guard cell along with or without subsidiary cells. This is a stomatal apparatus. We have drawn the diagram of stomata, and now we have to explain the structure. So let's see. First of all, if I talk about the guard cell, there is a pair of guard cell, right? Now guard cell is bean shaped. Guard cell is bean shaped in general and is having chloroplast and small vacuoles in it, right? So guard cell is having chloroplast and small vacuoles in it, and they are bean shaped, but they are dumbbell shaped in grasses. The guard cells are dumbbell shaped in grasses, right? Now let's see how they create a pore. First of all, the function, if we talk about stomata or stomatal pore, then they functions as, or they provide the site for gaseous exchange and also helps in the transpiration, right? So the stomatal pore is actually the site where transpiration takes place, and through this also the another process known as gaseous exchange also takes place. Now what happens? This stomatal pore closes and opens depending upon the condition. But how does it happen? So you will see guard cell have two layers, thick layer and thin layer, thick walled layers and thin walled layers. So this layer of guard cell is known as thin layer, thin walled layer, and this portion of guard cell, inner portion, which is present near the pore, you can see, is thick walled. This layer is thick walled. This layer is thick walled. In both the cases, the layer of guard cell, one layer is thick walled and one layer is thin walled. So what happens during the endoosmosis in guard cell, this thin walled layer expands and moves outwardly. As a result, this thick wall of guard cell also moves outwardly and creates a pore in between. This is how a pore or stomatal pore is created. So this is how what happens, or this is actually a structure, and the detail or the explanation of structure we have already discussed.